Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Kubera, the Golden Knight parts 4, 5, and 6. We're going to be doing chapters 30, 31, and 32. Sorry as always for the long wait. But yeah, I'm excited. We're going to do these three this video, then do the next three next video. Hopefully it won't be as long as a wait next time. But yeah, either way, let's just read. Sorry that again, it sucks that I can't use panels up here anymore. But yeah, either way, let's go ahead and start reading episode 30. Alright. Normally, people would think of danger first when falling from such a high place, and we had Leez chasing after the people who had robbed the place. But something else came to my mind first. Didn't you just leave the temple? You didn't just leave the temple, but you went outside the city? I guess you're better off with only one ear after all. This is an exaggerated image. Ugh, I need to minimize my injuries as much as possible to make Asha less angry. Would it be possible to land on my hands first from this height? I think it could work, but since I've never tried it before, I'm not really sure it would work. If I end up breaking my arm in the process, my head'll be next. I shouldn't try this. I should just protect my head with my arm and roll. Is she just gonna land on me perfectly fine either way, though? Did I make the right choice? Will I be able to avoid getting hurt by doing this? Whatever. I have no choice but to leave the rest to luck. Like, as physically powerful as Leez is, it just makes me think, is she just immune to fall damage anyway, you know? And now we see the kid who is presumably not actually a kid that was introduced in the first part. Alright. And she's caught before she hits the ground. Alright. Chapter 30. I don't want to say by wind, could just be by energy, telekinesis, but it looks like something is blocking her before she hits the ground. Chapter 30, The Golden Knight 4. Huh? What the? It feels like I'm floating in the air. And then reaction panel. What? I really stopped. What happened? Did I just use magic without knowing? She starts flapping her arms. Okay, a latent ability. Now that I've stopped, I've got to be able to move somehow. And again, the kid just looking at her like an idiot. I love this, like, chibi form that she's taken in these panels. She gets dropped. How embarrassing. Good thing that nobody was here to see that. Anyway, while I'm out, I should go after those thieves. If I run at full speed, I'm sure I can catch up to them, and if I catch the thieves, Asha will forgive me. She takes off, leaving behind a curry mushroom. And then the kid looks over. Hey, we've come quite far. Let's get some rest now, and can't you easily carry this by yourself? You want me to carry this alone while you carry nothing in your dreams? I'm gonna get sick if I keep holding this. Using a magic item uses up a lot of vigor. Alright, and then something's going on with the box itself. What? Is it just me, or did the box get really really heavy? Sorry. Yeah, it's like something's caught in my throat. Did the box get really heavy all of a sudden? You're right, it did get heavy. And it's getting heavier and heavier at this rate. Just drop it. And they throw it off. I'd almost landed on my hand. Why'd you let go first? You're stronger than me. You're not hurt. That's what matters. Really, Mo. Okay. We'll rest here for a bit. Happy? Don't pretend to care about me. I know we're just stopping because the box is too heavy for us to move. No, I was just exaggerating. Now watch. If I push it like this, and then, god damn, I knew it. It didn't make sense to be unguarded like that. To start off with, there must be some kind of spell on it that makes it heavier or something. The only spell on it is the seal. Anyways, whatever the reason is, it's too heavy for us to carry. So let's just take things that look expensive from the box. I hope there are a lot of expensive things. And we see summoning magic, atomic theory, deep sleep eye patch, and a bunch of other random items. Everything looks like junk. Where's that god-class item they were talking about? Oh, that bracelet. It looks too big to be a bracelet. It'll probably shrink to fit you if you put it on correctly. What a jackpot. God-class item, the Golden Knight. Why would they call it the Golden Knight when it's not even gold? What a fancy name. Truthfully, I didn't recognize this item until I saw the engraved name. And we see a god class item has the name of the first person who received the item from a god engraved on it. Okay. So god class items are literally items given from gods. Or I would assume, I guess if a god themselves, like if Agni still had an item, I guess that would be like a god class item. Okay, so it's given by the gods to humans. And we have, looks like it says Anan, but I'm not quite sure. Kind of hard to read. So I guess that's the first person who had the Golden Knight. I heard that this person was a fighter, but became a priest after receiving the bracelet. Isn't that amazing? They say this bracelet increases divine affinity enormously. But the only person who knows how to knows the proper way to put on this bracelet is the priest of the earth, and that secret's only kept by the generation of the priest of the earth. So others can't use it. So the thief who stole it from the Earth Temple ended up selling it without using it. That means we can't use it either. I see. You don't mean to use it, right? Haha, you're smart since you resemble me. And then, the kid's watching. If we can sell it to the Earth Priest, we can name the price. Then why do you think the previous owner didn't sell it? Who knows? Maybe he was waiting to sell it for a higher price or something. Anyways, if we sell it right now, we'll get caught, so let's find someone who can help us sell it. And we have footsteps coming. Which way was it? There are so many paths here. And then the kid jumps down. Huh? We have a thud. Please forgive us just this once. We'll stop stealing and live as good people from now on. They jump out of the thicket towards Leez. What the? It's the thieves. Why are they running this way without the box? Hey, what did you do with the box? And they just run straight past. Our names were never mentioned. See you again, everyone. Seeing them running away, maybe another magician came first and took care of them, but I thought I was the only one chasing them. I should go towards the place where they ran from and check things out. Then Leez comes through. Huh? No one's here, and the box is just laying there. Did some bad magician come to steal the box? Well, I guess if I check inside the box, I'll find out. But what is this? Should I pick it up? It might be one of the items from the box, and it gets snatched away before she can grab it. She looks up and meets the kid who's now in full adult form. And we get cliffhung, but thankfully I get to keep reading for 2 more chapters. I don't have to wait too much longer. That was really good. I actually do hope we see the thieves again. I thought they were funny, and I am a sucker for just random nobody kind of mob background characters recurring or getting to come back and be actual important characters in the future. Either of those scenarios is pretty fun. But yeah, either way, that is it. So I'm just going to move on to the next chapter. Alright, chapter 31, and we actually are just continuing to see what we ended off on last time. Huh? What? She jumps back. Ouch. Alright, chapter 31, The Golden Knight, 5. What are you doing? You scared me. I should have noticed someone who's as big as you. You were hiding on purpose, weren't you? For a fine-looking guy, you sure pull some weird pranks. Unless you're doing that on purpose, why don't you wear pants rather than a skirt? Why is he talking about the pants out of the and then she notices the way she's sitting and punches his eyes out. Oh my, I hit him too hard. Are you okay? But it was your fault, so I'm not paying any medical bills. Do you think it was nice of you to tell me to wear I do think it was nice of you to tell me to wear pants, but you should have looked away when you said it. Was that your hardest? I was going to hang around to see if there was anything more interesting about you, but this is disappointing. You're wasting the power of the name. I don't need to wait anymore. This is a waste of my time. The power of the name, what's he talking about? And how has he not heard it all? Is this also the power of a magic item? Anyway, I almost forgot. Give me that back before you leave. This guy's trying to play things smooth. This belongs to me from the beginning. Okay, so I was wondering if they were going to be another really powerful magician, or if they were going to be like a god, and specifically the god related to the Golden Knight. Hence why we're dealing with them in the title of this, like, arc. Oh, I see. I thought that was something from the box. How embarrassing. Goodbye. Then again, true, yeah, she wouldn't know. It is from the box, but it's mine. Got it. It's from the box, but what the hell is this jerk saying? If it's from the box, we should return it to its owner. Give it to me. And then just swipes away. Stop messing around. Stealing is bad. Hey, listen, if you do bad things like this, you'll go to hell, you get it? And when you get there, Agni will beat you up. It'll be too late to beg for forgiveness when you meet Agni, so you shouldn't do bad things. Oh, he's showing some reaction. Guess he doesn't want to go to hell, huh? Then, how about this? I'll throw the bracelet, and whoever picks it up first gets the bracelet, using no magic spells, but just running. I'll make sure that no one can touch the box, so you can take it later on. How about it? Are you down? A race without magic spells. That's my specialty. I'll do it. Don't try to take it back after you lose. When I told Asha about this later on, she said, you should have stayed with the box. What would you have done if that guy took the box while you went after the bracelet? Oh yeah, true. He could have just thrown it and had her run away. He takes the entire box. Or the thieves could just come back, but he did say he'd be protecting it. I thought about it and she was right, but I wasn't thinking that far ahead at the time. I thoughtlessly went after the bracelet that was flying away, and at some point the man running next to me was gone, but I just assumed it was because I was running so fast and I didn't care about it. Just complete tunnel vision. And then, phew, I think it fell somewhere around here. Now I'm very far from the city. It's okay as long as I take the bracelet and the box with me. Everything will be fine, but... By the way, that guy was so confident, but he isn't even around. I guess he underestimated me because I'm a girl. But he should know I've never lost a fight or a race if it's without using magic. Ah, found it. Good. If I just get that and return to the box, I win. And then he steps in. If I may tell my side of the story, I jumped because I was excited that I found the bracelet, but the situation in front of me had changed in an instant. So I tried to stop, but it didn't work out the way I wanted. And she fell straight into him. Huh? Are you trying to use your beauty to seduce me because you lost? But kid, you should have that beauty before you even try to seduce someone. You aren't qualified to do it now. It's not what it looks like. And what do you mean, kid? Don't call me a kid. Oh wait, kid? Nice try, kid. And she remembers from when he was in the other form. Now that I think of it, this man and that kid are dressed alike. No, this is beyond alike. They look the same, as if the kid had grown up in an instant. No, what kind of crazy idea is that? And then he touches her hair. Is this some kind of accessory? It's oddly curved. It's my hair. Why did you roll it up like this? Are you bragging that you have straight hair? Stop messing around and give me that bracelet. It's not possible for you to be faster than me without using magic. You must have used magic, which means you cheated. The logic. I can't lose or you cheated. It's not possible for me to be faster than you without using magic. How confident. But where are your powers to support your confidence? You're so weak that you could die by just one touch. Maybe, because the position was similar, but at that moment, your nose is running. You reminded me of Idiot Smith. They're totally opposite. How could they be so different? How dare he steal another person's belongings so shamelessly and threaten a lady by grabbing her neck? You deserve a good beating. And she kicks him in the nuts. What are you gods doing? You should take away bad guys like him. To be continued. And I love how all of her interactions with gods are like just so different from what the idea of them in her head is. How they're just normal people. Alright. That was another really good chapter. I like this new character. I think he's really cool. I love the design. It might be one of my favorite designs so far. I think the color scheme for him is cool. It's like really simple, but I feel like the simplicity works compared to like somebody like Guntarva, who has a lot going on design-wise, who is another of my favorite characters, but design-wise has a lot going on. Same with a lot of the characters. They're generally like really colorful and stand out a lot. But then I feel like Lorraine's one of my favorite. Lorraine's got a really simple design. And then I really love this design. And then though it stands out, though it's probably like one of the most like sort of garish, like standing out designs, I have to love Marina's design just because I love the like white, red, and black color scheme. Like that's one of my favorite color schemes. So yeah, either way, let's just go ahead and move on to the next chapter. We start chapter 32 by seeing him hold his face. I guess he's covering his face. I guess he doesn't want to show his painful face. Anyway, what could this be to make him want to take it with him? It looks like any old scrap metal to me. I'm sure he said that he'd throw the bracelet, so this must be a bracelet. But why is it so big? I don't think the size is adjustable. I guess there's something I don't know about it. I should ask the owner of the box when I return it. But why do I feel like I lost something that I was holding in my right hand? And then, oh yeah, I can't just leave him like that. Ashura could appear outside of the city, and he won't even be able to run away in his condition. I better take him back to the city. Huh? And then he's standing over her, holding her arms. Chapter 32, The Golden Knight, Part 6. So, you aren't weak, but you just don't know how powerful you are. Seeing you attack with that kind of power without any hesitation, you must have met only those who were strong enough to take that kind of power. You've been lucky, kid. If you use that kind of power against an ordinary person, that person will be dead. Just split somebody in two like that. What? How's he able to stand up already? No, he must be pretending, as if he's fine. I kicked him as hard as I could. He can't be fine. Hey, if you're gonna move, make some noise or something. You scared me. And you look too fine to tell me that my kicks are deadly. If you want me to say what my face tells, I'd say that your kick was ridiculously pathetic. You're so annoying. Anyway, since you look fine, I guess I don't need to help you anymore. Let's just go our own ways. What's happening? My arm is aching. It feels like my strength is being drained out of my arm. What? This was loose just a while ago. So I wonder... So if she's going to get to use it, then... I mean, I already have my theories that she's either like the child of a god or a god reincarnated or something. But... the thing was supposed to increase your divine affinity, right? So I wonder what kind of effect that would even have for Leez. What? This was loose just a while ago. When did it get so tight? I guess it is a magic item after all. This thing must be the reason why my power's being drained out. I don't know what kind of item it is, but this isn't good. I've got to take it off. And then I love the way the art is done in this series. It's too tight. It won't come off. I love how Kurigam does a lot of just comedic stuff, a lot of chibi stuff, and I really appreciate when a series doesn't try to take itself too seriously. That's too tight, it won't come off. And then, hey, stop touching my hair. And tell me how to get this off. You tried to take it, so you must know how it works, right? There are 4 different ways. Wow, that many? 1, cut off your hand. 2, die. And then she just looks so done with him. Is there any reasonable way? 3, get help from one of the fifth mind gods. The fifth mind, generally the highest spiritual rank of god. Generally, this term is used to refer to the 12 strongest gods. Okay. This is getting... Okay, so interesting. So I'm assuming fifth mind... I don't know if that's just a name for them, or if there actually is a 1st through 4th. So if there is, though, that means it's minor gods, and then, of course, the 12, the pantheon of, the big ones. Okay. This is getting hilarious now. How could I ask for help from a god when it's impossible to ever meet, or to even meet them? If you do meet one, would you ask him to take that bracelet off? It would be rude to ask him for a favor as soon as I meet him, unless he says, tell me your wish. Tell me your wish. Hey, what is this? You're acting as if you're a god or something. But wouldn't it be stupid to ask a god to take off the bracelet when he's gonna grant you a wish? Do you have any other wishes in mind? I think the wish should be something big, such as making me rich so I can eat whatever I want. What a banal wish. To tell you the truth, I do have a wish, and if that wish could be granted, I wouldn't mind having to wear this bracelet for the rest of my life. But I won't ask that because I don't think that even a god would be able to grant it. And then we see, please return my mom to me. He must be reading her emotions. You. Sorry, I got a bit serious for a second. If being depressed won't help, it's best to smile like this. So tell me the last one. Oh? Please, let this one be something that makes sense. Apart from gods, the only one who has knowledge about this bracelet is the priest of the earth. The first human to receive the bracelet became the priest of the earth, and by his will, the knowledge about this bracelet was passed down from one priest to the next. If that legacy still remains, the present priest of the earth would know a way to take the bracelet off. Aha, that means I need to meet the priest of the earth, so I wonder how many there are. I think it might be too simple for me to just be like, oh, I guess there's 4, like the 4 Western elements. If anything, it might make more sense for there to be 5, like the 5 sort of Eastern elements, given like the influences that we've seen in Kubera so far. But yeah, because we see fire and now earth. Being a priest, he must be in the temple, right? Where is this temple? Can I walk there? Walk there? You're such a kid, after all. The temple of the earth is on the other side of this planet, halfway around, approximately 20,000 kilometers. Atera, the temple of fire, planet Wilrarv, and then Calibloom, temple of the earth, the temple of chaos. So 20,000 kilometers. I wonder how large this planet is compared to Earth, you know? I have no idea how big the Earth is, like, just off the top of my head. But, like, the fact that there's only supposed to be, what, like 6 cities on the planet or something like that would make you think it has to be pretty small, right? 20,000? It's not somewhere I can just go and come back without getting caught by Asha. And, of course, I can't ask her to come with me. Does this mean I have to wear the bracelet forever? I'm a burden even now, but without my strength, I'm super useless. Since it's already on your wrist, how about using it properly? Taking away the strength is not the only function it has. That bracelet was originally made to seal the power of a god. The god who made that bracelet had made it for himself to control his strength, since he had inflicted unintentional damage to his surroundings due to his overwhelming power. So is this going to sort of be like training? So whenever, like hundreds of chapters down the line, the bracelet breaks or something, she's just going to be extremely strong, more so than even before? After a long time has passed, that god was able to control his own strength without using the bracelet. He then visited gods who were also having a hard time controlling their own strength, in thought of giving them this bracelet, but the other gods had already found their own ways to control their powers. I'm fine. Want some dried persimmon? It's a burning dried persimmon. Don't play with food, and we see Agni. He could have thrown the bracelet away, but he kept it, thinking that someday he would meet someone who would be in need of it. The bracelet that was in direct contact with God gained more divine affinity as time went on. So much so, by the time the bracelet was given to a human, it had such a high divine affinity that it turned a fighter into a priest. Or did he say a fighter? But fighters are the ones who fight with their physical strength. If a fighter could become a priest, that means even I would be able to use magic as long as I'm wearing this bracelet. But wait, this isn't mine. I need to give this back to the owner, but I can't take it off. What should I do? Do I have to pay for it? But I don't have any money. You're strange. Why are you worrying about paying for the bracelet? Are you under any obligation to find that bracelet for them? Why don't you just keep it and throw the box away? You will return their things and also pay for them? Are you an idiot? How could you even say that? That's stealing. The owner will be waiting for their items to be returned. You should think of the person who would be desperately waiting for these. Okay, you're right. You're awfully honest. Awfully honest? That's a compliment, right? It means you'll never be rich. What the? Anyway, since you look extremely poor, I'll give you the money for the bracelet. And then he just summons a load of money. What? Where'd all this gold come from? Is there a secret storage space inside his cloak or something? If the gold's too hard to carry, I can give you something lighter, although you will need to sell this for money. Did that just appear in his hand? Wait, that's not important. I was right, that man's a thief. I did not steal this. You saying that you didn't steal it makes it even more suspicious. Where'd you steal all these? Give them back to the owner. You'll go to hell if you don't return these, and you'll be punished by Agni there. Are you listening to me? First, you should look behind you. Behind me? What's behind me? I saw what I had only heard about in books or heard in fairy tales. The ones that attack gods and hunt humans. The demons that bring chaos to the world. Oh? And we're seeing a bunch of minor Shura. The creature that destroyed my town was one of their kind. To be continued. Okay, interesting. So I wonder if the next 3 chapters we're going to see her now use the power that she has with the bracelet to be able to fight back against the Shuras. Either way, a good 3 chapters. A lot came out of it. I like the new character, even though we haven't quite learned their name yet. Again, if the thieves come back, I think that'll be really funny. I love Leez, as usual. I think it's cool that she's getting this bracelet, because like I said, it could have a twofold effect. One, it like weakens her strength but lets her use magic, so that here in the early stages of the story she can use some magic and stuff, and then later on, secondarily, it can be like broken off and she gets her strength back or whatever, and then she's maybe even more powerful than before. So yeah, a cool plot device. Good 3 chapters. Again, hopefully you won't have to wait as long for the next video, and I'll do the next 3 in the next one. But either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like this video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these 3 chapters, my thoughts and reaction to them. I mentioned it before in comments talking to you all. There isn't really much I can do now since I'm kind of at the beginning of the series, other than just do reactions as much as I can, do reviews whenever I feel like the next review. I'd like to do more stuff in the future. I'm really loving Kubera so far. I really like it. So of course I'd love to do more stuff in the future. It's just that like I can't do like a character ranking or like theories or anything, given that it's 500 some chapters long and I'm only 30 some chapters in. Like there's just like no way that I would be able to like, I don't know. I'm not far enough in for that. But once we do catch up, however long that may take, once we do catch up or we're closer to being caught up, then I am totally open to doing more stuff other than just the reactions in the reactions and the reviews. But yeah, either way, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said before, like, comment, subscribe for more. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, just ask and I can give you a link. It's free and open for anyone. And if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so by becoming a patron on patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes, or a link will be in the description, or by joining down below as a channel member. Huge thank you to people who are already patrons and channel members. Thank you to chosen regulars Etchy0 and Evan Holly, Magical Girl FR Nono, Cheriton Student David Langstaff, Slayer Candidate SG, and a regular Tyrone Beast. Thank you so much to all of you, and thank you all for watching, like so much. Yeah, thank you, and I'll see you all next time.